Welcome back to the Orange Circle. Christmas time is almost here.
No, wait, I take that back. Let me rephrase that.
Christmas time has been here for a while. Christmas time is almost over.
Christmas is almost here.
And I don't know if it's just me, but I am feeling the holiday burnout. Not this part of the holiday. Me and the baby are cool. Or this part of the holiday. And you know what? As a matter of fact, to be perfectly honest, not even this part of the holiday. I like Santa. I like reindeer. I like cookies.
It's the stress part, the weird FOMO. Did I do enough Christmas things this year? Have I checked enough of my Christmas traditions off of my list?
And that worst feeling of all, have I bought enough stuff? Are people gonna be disappointed?
I've got a tighter budget this year. Will anyone judge me if I don't have enough to get them a present?
Anyway, it's all that kind of stuff and more.
Plus, Christmas really snuck up on me this year. I thought I had more time.
Our Christmas merch is late, so we had to do gift cards on the online store instead.
And down here at the antique station,
I had hardly any time to make any new signs or anything for the booth.
Although I did have time to restock a few small things.
This is one of two Ravenswood Manor signs that I made, better known as Phantom Manor in Paris. The other one is carved. It'll be on eBay soon, but look at, I got to use the branding iron. And I was able to pop off this old school tickets sign right here. There's still a couple of signs left over from the last batch, like Castle Dracula or the Rock Shop entrance, and no climbing or sitting on the dino sign. These are exact replicas of signs that are actually out on Route 66. Oh, look, I'm making a mess. Sorry, Allie. Oh, I painted that. And we added some new things. This is an old VHS rental display poster, so it's like a foam thing. Don't let the frame fool you. It's not a paper poster. And then we've got some more cool signs here, one from Anarco, one from Circle K. Ooh, how about that? Swift's Disneyland Chicken Plantation sign is still in here. And most helpfully, we were able to restock the Random Land shirt that you can only get in the Orange Circle. And there it is right there. There's the fountain from the circle itself. There's some oranges just to let you know where you're at. That shirt was drawn by none other than Parker Jacobs, who gave me this print right here, this old silkscreen print that they used to sell at Oceanic Arts,
where his brother Christian, the singer from the Aquabats, bought it.
So it's a weird piece of Oceanic Arts tiki Aquabat history right there. Got this sick old mid-century playground horse going on. So there's some stuff in here, but the point was just not even close to as much stuff as I wanted to get in here before the holiday. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Things happen.
I'm down here looking at this and kind of taking mental measurements because all this is going to change dramatically in the new year. I don't want to give away any piece of the new plan,
particularly because at this juncture it may change, but if you want to see the old Random Land Antique Store booth as is,
better get down here sooner rather than later, because it may not be here at all. It may be completely different. We got some ideas. We got some things noodling.
Anyway, I am now here during the week of Christmas. It feels like it's still weeks away.
Trying my dang doodly darndest to get in the Christmas spirit.
I picked up a few last minute gifts today. None of this stuff. I always want to buy this stuff for people for Christmas, but of course, then they wouldn't get the Christmas items, the vintage Christmas stuff until Christmas. I wouldn't be able to use it until the next Christmas, so I never do. Anyway, I think I've got the immediate family taken care of, the Christmas morning family, as it were, but
there wasn't much budget for anybody beyond that circle this year.
All of which I actually just talked about
on my vlog channel. Yes, that's right, the Sometimes vlog is back.
And to see it, you've got to go to my old YouTube channel,
the link for which will be right down below.
It's rough, it's raw, it's unedited, and off the cuff, but that's what makes it fun.
By the way, if you've ever been in the very back of this antique shop,
I come way into the back corner, you may have seen this giant sign right here. Do you know what this is?
This is a very old and very important piece of history.
One that's all kinds of coming apart. This was a prop, was set dressing on the streets out here of the Orange Circle
for the Tom Hanks movie,
That Thing You Do.
That's not the only one in here. There's another one, but it's buried under all kinds of stuff. I've seen part of it. Pretty awesome.
Downtown Orange stood in for Erie, PA in that movie.
And this store, which was undergoing its transformation from a market, satellite market, a grocery store,
into this awesome antique shop,
was the carpenter shop for the movie.
So a lot of the props and set dressing were built right in this place.
Dude, speaking of props to whoever found this.
Would you look at the size of that Santa Claus?
That's the biggest freaking blow molded Santa I've seen in a long time. I would love to buy this. It's only $350.
But like I said, no budget.
Also, no room, and I'd hate to have to stick you up in the attic, old guy.
Dang it, that would be cool to own though, wouldn't it? Anyway, if I'm trying to get in the Christmas mood, you can't go wrong with an old antique store because look at this. There's an old vintage store display Santa. I actually kind of rather have this than the blow mold. Oh, dang, that is such a good price. Look at this, a BB gun to shoot your eye out with. This piece of art.
Actually, pause on Christmas for a second. Speaking of pieces of art.
Look at this. Look at this piece of Beatles art right there. Look at these Renaissance Beatles. Look at Paul McCartney right in the middle. That reminds me
Of the very best piece of art in this entire store.
a piece of art that has never sold. No, I'm not talking about the white rabbit up there.
I'm talking about a piece of art right across the street from our booth. This.
The Paul McCartney tapestry. Tapestries?
This is a castle. And we have many tapestries. But if you are
Scottish Lord, then I am Mickey Mouse.
Dude, this thing has been in here forever. Now, what you're looking at is Paul McCartney after he faked his own death, right? He didn't actually die. He died, and then they replaced him with that fake Paul that's still around. This is Paul McCartney after he faked his own death to leave the Beatles and moved to Australia. That's Paul McCartney, mate. He's down there incognito to this day. And this is the only proof in the world that it actually happened. He sailed all the way there. This is part of his sail, I guess, and then he moved to this town, very typical Australian town, as you can see. Don't think about it too hard.
Anyway, he's been hanging in here for month after month. Nobody's come to find the secret Paul McCartney.
All right, back to Christmas.
Loyal as I am to the store in which we have our booth,
There are several other good antique stores still down here.
and tied for my favorite with this place is one just down the road.
On the same side of the street, actually,
The Orange Circle Antique Mall.
and even from the windows, you can see it's stuffed with good stuff.
Look at these two giant blow-molded choir children. They're so gross and weird. I love them.
And then there's Moonshine Vintage, which has the front window here.
They always have great mid-century stuff, including these. Oh, I gotta go inside and see these. It's official. We're going in. Oh, look at that. Christmassy already. Dude, check this out. Look at these.
Freaking gigantic mid-century looking blow-molded deer.
Okay, maybe they're not exactly reindeer. I'm not a biologist. I'm not sure.
But they're reindeer adjacent.
If you think those are good, Sailor, you should buy me. You're not for sale, Evelyn. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Sailor.
Whoa, ho, ho, ho. These were never here before. Okay, not technically Christmas related. And look at all of those NES games in there. What the heck? I bet $5 my friend George used to play this game. This wasn't the best game in the world, but boy was it fun. Now this place is huge and there are 2 stories and many avenues to explore. There is a lot of Christmas stuff in here, but it's hard for me to stay focused with all this 80s and 90s nostalgia.
I should be thinking about the last few people I need to get gifts for.
And instead I just keep seeing stuff I want.
Stop being greedy, Justin.
All right, I'll stop. Please just don't hit me again.
Get a hold of yourself.
Ooh, here are some charming Christmas items. Look at that. I've never seen that before. Ooh, a little Christmas tin. Boy, things have really changed back here.
This booth right behind me now. This
Used to be all tiki stuff. Remember when we came in here and saw that haunted ship's wheel? Weird. Ooh, tons of Mickey Mouse stuff over here. Ah, and then there's the Citrus Coast Trading Company booth, which hasn't changed a lick. Oh my gosh, there's a Christmas present for you. There's a Christmas present for somebody that you don't like very much.
I got you the gift of a Ouija board. Now you can contact the spirits and get demons and such.
Yeah, if you don't like someone, either get them this or an Applebee's card. Ugh. The R stands for jokes, kids.
Dude, there's a lot of great stuff in here, and the prices could not be lower. How do I look? Like my hat don't fit, that's how I look.
Like, look at this painting of this beautiful senorita. Ooh la la. Or how about this freaky tiki? Or this sad clown right here. You'll notice there's a lot of beauty heads in the orange circle. That's because of the beauty school that used to be in the circle. The same one Allie went to, actually, and graduated from. This town became littered with heads. Of course, nowadays the beauty school is gone, so who knows for how much longer that's going to last. But at the moment, there are still heads everywhere. Something about an old antique store full of stuff.
It's just so exciting. It's weird because
I'm very much a product of the hip, modern era, but I was still born in a time where this stuff was in everybody's house. These chairs,
these really ugly lamps.
people love to say they love mid-century, but mostly what they mean is mid-century modern, googie.
This is a pretty good piece right here.
Not too many people go for the authentic mid-century look like that, or like the flower cart. Ugh.
This is pretty rad though. I'd like to get this under my Christmas tree.
Ugh, I'll never be able to do that. Whoa, look at that high chair. Well, that looks just like the one that my grandma had in her house, kinda.
I think kids born in the 80s were the last generation to grow up with all this stuff.
But all this 1950s and 60s and even 70s mid-century stuff
Represents like how I think Christmas should look from being little and being at my grandparents' house.
which probably explains why my first stop to get in the Christmas spirit is visiting an antique store.
Look at this, it has Christmas written all over it.
Christmas in the trenches. Alright, well, since I'm not in any great need of extra heads, and I don't particularly want to check out the sale in this lady's pants, I think I'm out of here for now. Somebody bought the deer back there. And on a completely unrelated note, I'd love to take you in the van with me. You know, been a while since we've been in there together.
But I can't let you see the inside of the van because a certain person might see the thing inside the van, the thing.
Certain person who loves certain kinds of animals, you know? Picking up what I'm putting down, gotta keep it on the DL.
On the low down, on the dizzle, on the bizzle, on the bus.
Keep it on the bus. New slang, called it.
And yes, by the way, for now, it still rolls.
Not perfectly, not wonderfully.
But sorta kinda, well enough.
Okay.
You'll have to forgive the crudity of today's episode. I didn't have time to build it to scale or to paint it, apparently.
In a minute, I'm gonna head back out of here as soon as the sun sets. But first, I want to show you. Here's the other two signs that are going up on eBay. This is a pretty close replica of an old sign from Knott's Berry Farm with some artistic license, you know. And then there's the carved version of the Phantom Manor sign in the old west. And now that the light has begun to fade, more Christmas. And not just any Christmas. We're back at the sparkliest Christmas of them all. Navidad, los Sparkleballs.
Yes, sirree, we're back in the Sparkleball neighborhood.
Primarily located on Princeton Circle here in the old Orange County town of Fullerton.
But it also now spills over onto a couple of neighboring streets as well.
And there are just hundreds, maybe thousands, who knows,
Of sparkling, glittering balls in the sky.
And look at this, along with all the sparkle balls, I found friends. And this guy.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
What? I'm not your buddy, guy.
Okay.
Now, this neighborhood is awesome. It may not be the most ostentatious Christmas display ever. We all know about those crazy rich neighborhoods.
And there are many in Orange County.
Where people with huge 4,000 square foot homes go nuts decorating every square inch of their facade. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. Those neighborhoods are awesome, but what I like about the Sparkleball neighborhood is that it's a little more middle class, a little more accessible to everyone. 1950s tract homes, very mid-century, middle of the road, and look at this.
The individual pieces of everybody's yard displays are things like that.
Or this, some Home Depot net lighting, some icicle lights on the house.
A couple of inflatables, but what ties it all together?
And what makes it stand out from the crowd are the billions and billions of glittering sparkle balls.
Things might look a little weird because LED lights don't like cameras, apparently.
But all these homes are festively decorated for the holidays. Well, not every home. There's a couple of Grinches on the street, like that one. Who lives there? That's probably your house, isn't it?
How'd you know?
Cool trench
What gave
coat.
it away?
But for the most part, nearly every street on Princeton Circle, or the Yale Loop as it's known,
Gets decked out in varying degrees.
for the holiday. Now look at this. Here's some of the LED weirdness I was talking about. LEDs don't like cameras. Weird. I like when houses do a cohesive theme, like the Grinchmas over here. Look at the Grinch above the fireplace. And look at all the inflatables here that don't belong with the Grinch, but they're still somehow part of the theme. There's lights in the window back there. They got their own candy cane lane. I didn't even know they made these Mickey Mouse lollipop lights.
But what I really like is that they decorated their tree. They got lights going all the way up.
Even into those high branches, very Dr. Seuss-like. Now, a lot of people may not be aware of this, but this year, 2022, is actually the 20th anniversary of the Sparkle Balls. It was in 2002 that one man from this neighborhood, Don Bales, if I'm remembering his name correctly, took 50 clear plastic cups, burned some holes in them,
And put out the first Fullerton Sparkle Ball decorations. And it was in 2004
that they began expanding the Sparkle Balls to include the entire street, then eventually the street next to it, then the street next to that, then the street next to that, and so on and so forth until the Sparkleballs have taken over this entire neighborhood. You should see them right after Thanksgiving every year. They have those cherry picker things. I don't know what they're actually called, those high lift thingies. It's a whole coordinated neighborhood affair now, and it is spreading like wildfire. As a matter of fact, after the last time we filmed at the Sparkleballs, Allie made her own Sparkle Ball at home. I've still got it in the garage. I really should have put it out for Christmas, but I kind of like it in there, you know? Keeps me company. Wow, look at that. Look at that crazy house we just walked by. All those lights, even the lighted golf cart. And then next door over here, a little more classic, a little more subtle, but not any less Christmassy. Boy, apparently Allie and all her friends walk really fast because I'm suddenly all alone for Christmas. Well, that's okay. I get to take a little bit of a closer look. Ooh, I like that. Look at the projections on that garage. Look at the mid-century looking stars on it. Yes, I like that a lot. And check this out. This is what we do in Southern California. We decorate our palm trees. Not a lot of Douglas fir growing in our front yards, I'll tell ya. See, now you might be able to tell this street actually curves around in a giant loop, almost like a big racetrack, and it's mainly these two streets, West and East Princeton Circle, I think that's what they're called, that connect to form the sort of core of the Sparkleball neighborhood. Oh my gosh, look at that. Do you know what that is in the window? It's a major award! Oh, you should see what it looks like from out here. Do you remember when you were in that movie and you were the kid that shot his eye out?
Yep.
Ralphie.
Yep. It was a time in my life that
Nobody knows your real name is Peter Billingsley, dude.
Yeah.
You're actually blonde under
Check
this
out A
hair
Christmas
dye.
Story 2 on
Is that a piece?
streaming.
You're wearing a piece? Now, if you want to see a much more elaborate look at the Sparkleballs, you'll have to go back to our last video. I'll put it down in the description. I went a lot slower, looked at almost every house in detail. And obviously, some of the theming on some of the houses changes every year. But for the most part, it's pretty much the same deal. Whoa, holy cow, dude. Look at this house's gigantic ornaments. Look at the size of that pine cone.
It's actually a wasp's nest.
Oh.
They just wrap it up to make it look a little more decorative.
Dude,
during
keep
this time of
Thomas
the
J
year.
away from it. He can't see without his glasses. Oh, and neither can you. Seriously, that thing's like half an alley tall. Ah, yes. The good old Sparkleballs. Now, I wish I had a zoom lens, a better lens for this, because when you stand down here with the naked eye, all these Sparkleballs are really impressive. With this wide-angle lens, though, they look really far apart. If I take out my iPhone and, like, zoom in down the street, you can get sort of an idea of what it looks like, kind of with the naked eye, you know? Because it doesn't look like this, I'll tell you that much. It looks awesome. I normally don't have any occasion to use telephoto lenses, so I've never asked Santa for one. Probably too late for this Christmas, and plus I haven't been that good this year. But you never know. We might get one in the future. Maybe next year when we come back, I'll be able to show you what it really looks like out here. Dude, check out that truck in the garage. Yeah, forget the zoom lens, Santa. Bring me one of those. It's actually pretty warm outside tonight. It's been freezing cold in Southern California every night for the last few nights. And in Southern California, we don't have proper clothing for those kind of 40-degree conditions. So you can laugh all you want, Michigan. We're not prepared for that kind of cold. Tonight, the temperature's all kinds of mellow. This weather doesn't bug me at all. It busses me. See? Oh, I was gonna be like, oh, look, little baby Jesus, but look at this. He doesn't match Mary and Joseph at all. They knew their child was different right from the beginning. Tyler just said he's not even supposed to be in there yet. He's right, it's not Christmas. That makes me think, why isn't that a thing? How come for mangers they don't put out the baby until Christmas Eve? Also, if Christmas is, Jesus' birthday, then would you put it out Christmas Eve or Christmas night? I gotta look that up. Anyway, like I was saying, the weather is very nice tonight, which is why we're all walking around here. Most people choose to drive through the Sparkleball neighborhood. And by the way, that is Fullerton College over there, the junior college. The easternmost part of that campus basically looks right into the Sparkleball neighborhood. And from here, you could just walk to downtown Fullerton, where all the cool bars are. So a jaunt through the Sparkleball neighborhood is a good time. It's a good time and very easily accessible by car. Especially cool new baby Broncos. I'd like to get my hands on one of those. Oh my gosh, I just noticed something. Now I know why Santa uses elves instead of gnomes. It looks like gnomes steal. Look at them. They're thieves. Whoa, holy economy size. Look at the size of this Sparkleball. This is the Gigantopithecus of Sparkleballs. That one is huge. It looks like a planet or something. Haven't seen too many of them out tonight, but usually the locals here, the people who live in this neighborhood, particularly on the weekends, can be found in their driveways, barbecuing, kind of partying it up. I don't know about selling hot cocoa, but somebody could make a killing selling hot cocoa on the side of the road over here. Ooh, and maybe get one of those girls with the little box hanging down. Cigarettes, hot cocoa, what's your poison, chief? Oh, Grinch. But look at this, even on the Grinch house, they're reflecting Christmas lights from across the street. Ha ha! The power of Christmas compels you! Ooh, I forgot about the Nightmare Before Christmas house. See, look at this, like I told you guys when we were at Disneyland. This is a Christmas movie, not a Halloween movie. Oh my goth. Look at how awesome all of these decorations are. Scary Teddy! Boing! Dude, I like this mummy right here. He's cool. He reminds me of your mummy.
Yeah.
Because your mummy's cool, too.
Mummy's pretty cool,
also,
yeah.
you look creepy in this lighting, dude. You look scary. Are you going to tell me like something scary, like a scary secret?
Yeah, but you gotta stop recording first.
Oh, I knew it. I knew he was wearing a toupee. By the way, dude, I really like that trench coat. I'm thinking about getting one.
Thank you. Any store has
Ross?
it. Burlington, Ross.
Cool. Bam, 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 bam. See, look at this. Even if you can't get a reservation for Disneyland during Christmas, you can still experience the Nightmare Before Christmas takeover of a different, possibly haunted house. It's no mansion, but there could be 999 happy haunts in there. You never can tell. Whoa, what happened down here? One end of the Sparkleball Street is all Grinched out. The Sparkleballs just suddenly end. This wasn't like this last year or the year before. What the heck happened? Dude, were all these homes burglarized on Christmas last year at the same time? And it was just too traumatic for everybody to decorate? Ooh, this lady's decorated. She's got frogs, gnomes, a little waiter guy. Oh, wait a minute. There's a couple Christmas decorations. Look, a skeleton. Yay! The ghost of Christmas dead. It's Scrooge from the future part.
He's got a great head of hair.
Where he's I know, it's not a toupee, that's for sure.
It sure isn't.
Oh, dude, don't try to steal that skeleton, Tyler. I know how you are. Wait a minute, I see the Sparkleballs up in the tree. Sparkleballs? It's hard for me to say that right now. I'm saying it with a weird accent now. Sparkleballs! They're just not lit in front of these houses. Okay, I was worried that the spirit of Christmas was dying down. I was worried that Santa's sleigh would never fly again. Looks like all that happened, though, is somebody just pulled the extension cord, you know? Ah, yes, it's gorgeous out here. Ooh, look at this. Sparkleballs on the ground. Now you can kind of see how they're constructed. Solo cups and twinkling lights coming through. Some of them will have one set of stationary lights and one set of twinkles. Some of them will have two different sets of twinkles, so they're twinkling, at different rates. I don't understand it all. I'm not a scientist or a Christmas elf, but I do enjoy the resulting spectacle. The cutest part of all this is walking by, people saying, Merry Christmas, and there's kids driving by, sticking their heads out of the window saying, Merry Christmas! It's like people care about each other, like back in my grandma's day. Okay, now I remember. The street next door is Yale Avenue. I think this was the actual original Sparkleball Street. As you can see, there's a couple of people on Yale that go wild. Look at that down there. Look at the size, brightness, and intensity of those insane nuclear Christmas trees. That's the power of lasers, my friend. It's a wonder what they can do. They couldn't fix your eyes, but it's a wonder what else they could do. Oh, look at this happy little snowman. Aw. No, but how are they doing this weird laser forest tree? Wait a minute, I was deceived by the lasers on the ground. Those are just nuclear 3 Mile Island powered strands of light. Look at the brightness. This is insane. Junior, help us. We can't sleep in the trees at night. They're too bright. We love to decorate. No, please stop. It's too much. The children are screaming. Oh my gosh, you guys. We've got breeze blocks. We've got breeze blocks. And who doesn't love a good breeze block? Hippies, that's who. They've been against them since the start of the war. That's the way them long hairs protest. Ooh, look at this. Look at the rope lights right here. Wow. Who set this up? Oh, Grandpa did. Whoa, check out the whip right there, Tyler. Look at that thing. That thing's got more horsepower than your Hyundai. Look, it had sleigh bells on the back. It's probably got a Hemi in that thing. I only say that, of course, because I have no idea what a Hemi is. Do I have a Hemi? I'm not sure. What's a Hemi, Tyler?
I think it's just a type of engine.
But like what type? Does Dodge?
Oh, it's Dodge.
Plymouth? Is it
Yes,
Mopar,
Dodge
Chevrolet?
What are you just naming random stuff?
Yeah, well, I want to know which one it is. Is it
Well,
Ford?
a Hemi goes into a Dodge, but Didn't Dodge own
So does my
Chrysler,
Ram?
which owned Plymouth at
Does
some
my
point?
Ram van have a Hemi?
No.
Why not? Put a Hemi in it.
I mean, I think a Hemi is just like I don't know. Maybe somebody.
You're supposed to be
someone's
my guy, dude.
Someone's screaming right now, going, "Hemi's the worst in the
Hemi, I got a Hemi in my tractor. Hemi's John Deere, you moron.
I don't think a Hemi's John Deere.
You don't know though, because you don't have a John Deere.
No, but that reminds me. I gotta go to the John Deere dealership and get one. Real
Okay,
quick.
get
I got
out of
a
here.
guy
Go,
holding the
run.
tractor
Go,
for me.
go, quick. The Christmas sales are almost over. Spike? Breezeway? Cocktail hour? Ah, look at all of this stuff. What would aliens think of all this crazy stuff on our lawns? I haven't invested a lot in Christmas decorations. I'm like a one strand kind of guy because I rent. I don't own a house. But if I ever have the chance to own a place, that's when I'm gonna go wild, you know? And even though this idea is great, I won't be doing this. I'll go really wild, hog wild. Oh no, if there's one thing you shouldn't do, it's speed through this neighborhood. Look what someone did to Santa. Don't worry, kids, he'll be okay by Christmas Eve. Look at this house with the devilish red glow, dude. You know they know the letters that spell Santa can also spell something else. How do we feel about lasers? Are lasers cheating if you only use lasers? Should you have to use lights? What say you? Leave me a comment, let me know. Because how much do we love C9s?
Love them.
You guys behold the glory of the soft glow of Christmas lights. Shout out Charles Phoenix. Ooh, look at that, I could leave a letter for Santa here. Oh, look at that, it's the squirrel from before. Sending Santa a letter of complaint about these darn decorating elves.
Seriously, it's so hard to sleep with the lights on. You try it.
What do you think of that squirrel's voice?
It's pretty good, man.
I know.
That squirrel's got an interesting voice.
He could be a voice actor.
He could be. He should be.
Ooh, look at this. They've got like a curtain of lights. Ooh, fancy, seductive. Dude, look what they did on the corner here. That's nice. It's pretty awesome. This is now one of the side Sparkleball streets. This is Nutwood Avenue. They took the name literally and went a little nuts with their trees and their lawns. And wow, look at this. The elves went wild. They couldn't pick a theme, so they went with all the themes. They got a little bit of Snoopy, a little bit of Jack Skellington, a little bit of the American Dairy Association. Milk. It does a body good. Hi, Tyler. What you doing? What? What? Oh, I've always wanted to see Snoopy on ice. I like the weird Quonset hut theme going on this street. Oh my gosh. You guys look. It's the North Pole. They have the actual North Pole. Dude, shipping it here must have cost a fortune. Oh my gosh, I think there's a guy. One guy. He might be selling those balloons. Either that or like Tyler just said, it could be Pennywise. Hey, go over and try to buy me a balloon. So he might enjoy. Oh, right on. Sons of Anarchy Santa. That's Jax's house. Wait, what happens to Jax? What? I never saw the second half of the last season of Sons of Anarchy.
Hey, we're trying to have a conversation here.
Oh, sorry. All right, we're almost to the end. I would have just driven through, but I could use the exercise. All right, we're whipping around on the last street now. Union. I would have quit by now, but I have to get to the end of this street because that's where my van is. Poor Bogey's getting tired on those little legs. Allie's out of Starbucks. Oh no. Good thing we're getting close, dude, because I got to use the bathroom, and this one is occupied. Dang it, Santa, hurry up. How many cookies did you eat? Oh, look, they got a little Christmas train out here. It's not running at the moment, but I can imagine what it would be like. I can picture it so vividly. I can almost hear it. Weird. All right, guys, I like Christmas, like I said. And I like Snoopy. Snoopy's fine, but there's only so many inflatable Snoopies I can look at. Ah! Well, to be fair, that one's not inflatable. I'm just playing around, gang. I like Snoopy. I was talking to Tyler a second ago, and even he was saying, like, yeah, this Christmas just jumped up. Out of nowhere, jumped up out of the grass. It just doesn't feel like it's actually happening, you know? Maybe with the pandemic and everything slowed down so much, and then 2021, everything was coming back online, but very slowly, and then 2022 started that way, and then just went, bam, everything back to normal. It's certainly been a weird, wild ride the last couple of years, I'll tell you that. Right, Snoopy? Snoopy knows what I'm talking about. Take one what? Oh, it's a little lending library. Ooh, oh my gosh, look at that. There's a Game of Thrones book in there. That's George Martin. Well, that was great timing. Thanks, Santa. Hey, dude, because you've been such a great friend to me, and you're always Johnny on the spot, dude, I got you this Christmas present right here.
What's this?
It's a book I really think you'd like. I took a long time picking it out.
You know,
specifically for you.
I'm a huge Sharon Creech fan.
Shannon Creech?
Sharon Creech.
Oh yeah, Sharon Creech. Yeah, I love her.
I have not read Granny Torelli Makes Soup yet.
Right,
I've heard
I knew that.
And furthermore, her book, her book, The Wanderer, is one of my all-time favorites.
Right, of course. So that's a handsome addition to your library.
Sharon Creech. Creech.
Creech. Well, it's Creech, but you can say Creech.
It's like Creech from the Black Lagoon, dude.
Yeah, Creech. That's how you remember it. Sharon Creech.
Shannon Creech, great book.
I mean,
and
Shannon. Oh no, Sharon.
This is one that we're gonna read. I say we go back to your place after this,
Oh, we'll read it out loud.
and we'll have a little
To the
we'll
girls.
take
They'll
turns.
love that.
Yeah.
We'll read it to you guys
You
by the
like it too?
fireside.
It's like
Yeah.
Sharon Creech.
Granny Torelli Makes Soup. Looks interesting.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Ah, here it is. I've been looking for this all day. Okay, I take that back. I have not been looking for it all day, but I've been looking for it for a little while now on these streets. I couldn't remember where, but I knew there was a rad house with cool breeze blocks, and look at this giant cardboard. I was gonna say cardboard. It's not cardboard, it's wood. This giant wooden cutout, homemade. It's a small world holiday. Cause see how it has Christmas lights on it? Awesome. All right, gang, the Sparkleball neighborhood has been a wonderful Christmas playground to explore. Hi, puppy. But I can see my van there at the end of the street. No, it's not as good as this van, but it does its duty sometimes when it feels like it. And the best part is that van goes to my home where I have chairs and a heater that works. So I think for now, we've seen all the Christmas we're gonna see. I'm not fully vibing in the Christmas spirit yet. This is helping. I think I need to watch a Christmas movie. That always helps. Little Home Alone, little Batman Returns, little Christmas Story, you know. We save It's a Wonderful Life for Christmas Day. I have to say that even though the world has kind of gone mostly back to normal, you know, and there are events again, and we don't have to wear masks again, and all that kind of stuff, the best part of the holidays, the part that I really took for granted until the pandemic ruined it, it's just getting together with the people you love. So I hope you're able to do that and enjoy that this Christmas. If not, if you're alone during the holidays, don't worry. I have been there before. It is hard sometimes, but trust me, you're not alone. There are a lot of people that have a rough time this time of year. If you're one of those people, I am thinking about you. And even though we couldn't get together in real life, I'd like to wish you a virtual Merry Christmas. I hope that this adventure made your day a little bit brighter. All right. Let's get the heck out of here. All right, well, I think that's gonna wrap up today's adventure. Wait a minute, what's that?
Well,
noise?
hello there!
Oh no, the rat is back!
Randy the Random Land Rat! The man forgot my name again!
What's all this? Where have you been?
Walt Disney World! That's where I've been this whole time! Look, I got a lot of souvenirs! I got a pretty bag! And look at these things! Ooh, and these!
Randy, you're not supposed to take these off the Ratatouille, right? What is this? Dude, how did you pay for all of this?
Randy the Random Land Rat t-shirts, remember?
You were supposed to pay back the damage you did to my van with that.
Don't worry, I've got some great ideas for 2023 merch!
Oh no.
And it'll all work out when my new album drops!
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'm already writing rhymes!
Wait a minute. You can't leave this stuff here. I got used to a garage that's rat-free. You need to go somewhere else.
Don't worry, I've got that covered too! We're already starting construction on my new lair!
Wait a minute, who's we?
Don't worry, you'll see. Eventually.
Okay, that's fine, but now what? What happens now?
Now?
Yeah, now what? What happens right now?
Did you see the Sparkleballs already?
Yes?
Well, then you've done your duty. You can go home and sleep well.
Hey, that's my line!
Ah, rats!
It's me! I'm the Random Land Elf!
No, I don't think so.
I'm the
The
Random
rat
Land
was
Elf.
already too much. We don't need any Random Land Alf! You get out too!
Nobody loves the Random Land Elf.
Stop being greedy, Justin.
Ah!
77, please. Can you go to 77, please, Jacob South Main?
God?